Hey, hello everyone. Sriram Kumar here. I have Anupam in front of me, and Anupam got PMP certified by November 27th, hardly a week before. I'm sure he remembers all the question, but he can't tell anything as per the PMI ethics. But again, once you come out of the exam, you will be the joy. You don't even remember what question you attended. For you, only thing is I saw the window. Congratulations. That's it, right? Okay, great job, Anupam. Congratulations for this achievement.
Thank you, Shriram. Thank you very much.
Right. So, give a little background, what you are and what is the intention, where you came from, PMP. Yeah, some idea.
Okay. So I'm basically a production engineer, and I have been working in aerospace domain. I've worked almost 17 years in HAL, and that is a Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. And I had a short period of my work at ACUS in Belgaum, and now I'm with Tata Advanced, working as a manufacturing engineering lead. So all the all through I have been associated with aerospace domain, and I have worked in different departments, both on shop floor in the planning and to an extent in projects and business development as well. So the reason why this PMP popped up was some reference from my uh, reporting manager in my last company, Mr. Radhakrishna, where he suggested that we should form a small team wherein people belong to the elite category, and they are, when they work on projects, they should be a PMP certified professional. And that is what triggered it. However, amongst the people who started with the coaching, and it was Shriram with whom I got first associated through Radha, and it was in last year November batch. Then immediately, as suggested, I filled up the examination. It was planned in December last year, and let me relate that my preparations were good, but somehow in the end, when I was using the prepcast to assess myself, I was somewhere scoring around um, with a not so consistent format. Sometimes I could get 76, sometimes I could get only 60. And that is where I took help of Sriram sir, and he suggested take a break and move it ahead. Although the January onwards the format was going to change, but always that confidence was infused that it is possible. And then I joined in January batch again with Sriram. It was a wonderful learning experience again, and although always there was a difficulty with respect to work-life balance and apportioning some time to the studies. Basically, PMP as it is a very typical examination, and it was highlighted that we need at least 2 hours per day, and that has to be increased to around 4 hours per day. However, I was nowhere near it. So what I used to do is when I used to drive, I used to listen to Sriram's voice, video recordings, and all through the journeys, and that is how I kept in associated with this module. And there was a big gap, as you can see, it has been almost a year now when I had to give, and that was the last time when I could not push it to the right. Every month when the exam time was about to happen, I just used to defer, understanding that I'll get a better time next month or ahead. But when I was cornered to the last date of my examination schedule, that was November last month, I could not push it further. And then I had a quick realization that it is now or never. Never in the sense there are always second chances, but when you have put in so much of intermittent efforts, small efforts, it's good to complete it. And whenever you attempt it with full confidence. So over here, I would just like to mention one thing. My methodology of pushing to the right is not recommended for adoption or following. It is, you can just take some points which I would relate as a learning experience, not this one, because it is not a good approach to keep on pushing to the right. Okay. Well, I believe this is the background. I have nearly rescheduled my exam almost 7 to 8 times.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
every time considering that it would be a better time next time
Right.
to give it. And but when we do not have choices, we have to go ahead and attempt it, and that is what I did. But I made a one point which I took from you, sir, that you told that when you start your preparation, you mention in some page of the diary or a book that I am a PMP certified professional on this so and so date. That works magic. I mean, I'll fall short of words to thank you for not only what you taught us through the program, through the training courses which we attend, the 5 sessions or 8 sessions, however it would have been scheduled, but it is something more than that which you keep on infusing in the candidates who are under you, who work with, who you are associated with. And I, with folded hands, I would say yes. Thanks, Sriram, for that.
Thanks a lot. So humble you are. I appreciate that. Really nice to hear that. Irrespective of days are passing, months are passing, you have one thing: never give up. Right? You can put in a T-shirt, never give up. That's a good thing, because I think you said that. Please don't take my model. I'll tell you that many people have the same pattern, Anupam, in the sense they started somewhere. Many things, right? At the age of 30s and 40s, too many things running in our family, in our corporate life. This is PMP is not the only thing, man. I have a lot of things to do, right? So it pulls all the direction, but still people are struggling. I'm sure your story can be a very inspiration for people. Yes, you can even come back, and you're very honest and open to tell 7 or 8 times rescheduled. So it shows that not of delaying, I'm seeing as it's a motivational factor that anytime you won't give up. But one good thing with PMI is they say the form timeline is ending. At least that pushes you. Somehow I have to do that. Right. Very good. Very good. Great. Great. What I do is I just bring up your certificate because hard earned. We have to see that, right? Here it goes. It's a wonderful certificate on 27th of November. I rightly said, Anupam, it's one of the beautiful certificate. It's not just a paper. Sometimes it's just a paper if you don't realize the value. If not, if you see, whenever see this, it shows your willpower. It shows your determination that I can sit and read, I can do this at this timeline. After academics, pulling up the books, sitting in a place, reading it, remembering something, going to the exam hall, facing the challenge, right? It's a big thing. So this shows that I'm still holding that energy with me. That's an important point. Now, another thing is it shows a professionalism starts happening. We are professional in the industry, but this kind of learning process will little more streamline our way of working. The way we talk with our client, the way we write an email, the way we think of how to do systematically, these all inbuilt. It becomes inbuilt now. Going forward, without your knowledge, you'll start doing this. Okay, that's important. Super, great. Thanks a lot for giving good intro and things. And you also mentioned that how you move towards examination. So any specific book you stick to that for exam?
I read PMBOK twice, although it was paced at different timelines, and thus it was only the second time when I could really get hold of it to an extent. I I must say that all of this happened at quite early stage with respect to my date of examination, and I was really tight packed with respect to my new job, which I had taken last month only, and some of the earlier commitments in the last company. I was falling short of time to devote, but I particularly read through the Meg Griffith, the first 2 chapters, as it was suggested during one of the courses by you, and I went through them almost twice, thoroughly understanding, making notes, and giving. And in the end, I gave those question papers, the practice questions behind it, and I scored well over there. So that gave me a lot of confidence with respect to agile portion, which supposedly was almost to the tune of 50% of the paper of the questions which I faced. Secondly, Rita is one very nice book, and as if everyone would be going through that who are preparing, um, that also cleared a lot of concepts. And that book also I have almost gone twice, or rather I should say 2.5 times, because in the end, in the third time, I could not complete all the chapters. But the first 2 times in December and January, whenever I had gone through. And what I have been relying upon is the audio recordings from ShriRam sir's classes. And I have been listening to them time in and out whenever I got any time, whether it is I am in any way I could during my travel to office or back or wherever it was possible, honestly.
Hopefully your family don't scold you back.
No,
we have to
they
play
did
some
say
good music in the car. This guy keep on talking something there.
no, it was only when I traveled to office. It was almost 1 hour when it used to take me for travel, and that was the time when I could split across the sessions.
Okay.
And hearing you with your solemnly and graceful voice, it is a deep voice, and it really reaches right to the mind and where it should basically. And thanks, Sriram, for your such a nice way of explaining things and making it so simple to understand. Even during the examination, when I could not have gone through some of the chapters, as I was mentioning, to complete this thing, and even I could not attempt the prepcast in the last month. I was searching for somebody to share, and then I lost hope of it, thinking maybe it's too late for me to give a prepcast or this type of preparatory examination. I just attempted a couple of your tests, which you schedule quite now and then, or Friday or somewhere, some mock tests. And what I, as I related, I relied on the audios from you, your session notes, which I could make, and basically that was it. I could not solve many questions in the end. And when I went to the examination, I had one thing in my mind, that this is one of the graceful opportunities to get hold of something really big in life. Always I patted myself that there are second chances, but why not give it the best in the first one? And the third one is to, I related, I've got a rich experience. I've been working with different teams, and that is what also helped me in assessing the inherent meaning of the question. And Shriram has always told, go from the bottom, from the choices, try to eliminate some of the wrong ones. You'll end up into a better options. And then you have to just go through the question once again where it is. Check the keywords. I mean, that's what I can say.
Perfect. Great. I think you're giving a lot of inspiration and a lot of information to the people here, and you're so humble to tell that you are able to follow what you decided to do. Really good. Thanks a lot for putting this effort, because there are people who try but they couldn't go reach the goal. The reason is maybe they're missing small things. As you said, all the travel, I keep listening. Whenever time gets, I do some questions, resolve it, look out the keywords in the question. So some look like very simple, but this could be the area they miss and they couldn't go for the exam. They delay for some reason. And thanks for those points. Now let's talk a little on the exam side. You went to exam center based or it's online? How you planned?
It was a center based exam in Bangalore.
Very good.
And I reached there well ahead of time. And as you suggested, it was morning slot. 8 o'clock, I reached there by 7:10 and completed the formalities, and my test also started a little earlier only. They allowed me to, I think it started. And it was very comfortable with respect to, I had a lot of nervousness at the back of my mind, as it happens with every such typical instance when you are attempting at such a crucial nodal point in your life, such examinations. But I followed one more inspirational thing from you, Shriram. You told, do exercising and do some deep breathing. I did rely on this to an extent to ease off my pressure at the last moment. I did 10-minute breathing exercise. I mean, it was relaxing. It helps. That is what my faith goes with.
That's good. I can see that you are a good fitness freak. You do a lot of exercise, and definitely you maintain your rhythm well. But at the same time, yes. In the exam hall, rightly said, the pressure will be there. Whatever level you prepared, whatever level we are, the moment you say exam, from school days, we have this. That will be there with us, right? So how much your family supported? Are they aware of that you are going through this process?
Yes. Yes, in fact, it was the biggest support from them. Initially, when I last year November, when you took long classes, I mean, I believe it was 8 hour or whatever class. I mean, that when you had a different schedule basically, so you wind it up in 8 hour sessions on
Yeah.
4 occasions or something like that.
Mm.
That was a time when they felt it was Diwali at that time, and they were feeling a bit upset on that. But nonetheless, it was unrelentless support from them. They always believed in me that I could do, and that is what I mentioned in my LinkedIn post as well. That they have been
Yeah.
very supportive.
Right. I saw that. I read that.
It
You mentioned
helps.
your wife and daughter.
Yes, it
That's
helps.
right. I remember 2020 Diwali was a class day.
Yes.
Some of my family are asking, "Are you nut?" But what happened is December the syllabus is going to change. We could
Yes,
have
yes,
posted it, but every day counts. So we thought, let's not drag it. Because of that, your exam will be delayed. So we said, okay, let's do by 5:30. We'll close it. Evening we'll celebrate Diwali. So
yes. Very well, very well.
it happened. It happened. Very good. And that's a good thing. So about the exam, I understood. And when you go for the exam, did you use the full 4 hours of time given to you?
Yes, I took two breaks of 10 minutes. If it is that what you are asking,
Yeah,
1 minute. Sorry.
sure.
So I took 10 minutes break, and again I took some water,
Hmm.
and also I did some breathing in between for that 2-3 minutes. It helped, and I
Okay.
was always sorry.
Yeah, please go ahead.
And initially I had a lot of pressure in understanding whether I'm relating to that 230 minutes with respect to 180 questions on the right pace or not. And sometimes if I do it a bit fast and I move out for a break, then I'm not going to access that 60 questions for review. And but at the same time, it is a soft line whether you stretch more on that period or you rely on this aspect. Basically, so I just evenly distributed it. To an extent, it was also pacing good. First half was a bit hasty one, wherein I tried to uh, really hold some time for the last 120 questions. But I would rather suggest that we can keep it either way. I mean, it is just about understanding they've got a 1.5 1 minute. You can it takes some 30-35 seconds to read it thoroughly. Take another 20 seconds roughly to go through the four options, bottom to the top. That always helps. And sometimes when you are not able to catch hold of the thing in the question, then you leave it, mark it, leave it, and basically not to dwell on much on particular question. It spoils the next rhythm. Basically, that is what Shriram you have been telling, and
Hmm.
I've just followed you, Shriram. I mean, I'm all all in all praise for you. Basically, you are such an excellent teacher, you are such an excellent mentor, and you have really helped people like me and many others in clearing in reaching this goal.
Thanks for the great words here. But also we know that how much effort you have to put other side to make it happen. And
Yes,
rightly you said that a question, if you read it 2 times, still if you don't understand, I keep telling that is not your question. Some days that's not your question. That's it. Leave, move forward. It's okay. At least 10-15 questions will go like that. Still, you will clear the exam. You will not lose it. But the 10-15 questions you rightly said, it spoils a rhythm. If you stay there for a while, you lose the confidence and start going down. Yeah, that's a point. Very good. Very good. Very good. So when you come to the last button, last question, are you clear that I'm PMP? You got the feel?
I had tears in my eyes, trust me. And in between the test also, I was always capturing what would be when I submit my last question and I get
Wow.
this, what should it be looking like? And I kept on telling myself, it has to look as past. And that is
Okay.
the word which I was searching. And believe me, bringing confidence, talking positive, telling yourself time and again, it helps. It helps. And sometimes it does wonders. I mean, when I got above target in all the three, that was one time when I just thought like I was trying to get to that borderline, and I am look where I have landed up. And yeah, it all happens. It all happens with the blessings of the God.
True.
with the blessings of people around you, your
True.
friends, your family.
True.
That is what I can say.
That's good,
Sounds a
man.
bit,
All right. I can sense the emotional feel what you would have felt there in the exam hall.
yeah, I
Right?
had it. I cried in the car basement loudly,
Oh, man.
almost for 2-3 minutes when I spoke to my wife that I've cleared it and I've cleared it with such a grade and I have done it.
Wow. Look at the confidence level you get, right? Once you clear such kind of certification, that energy level, the dopamine that goes pretty high. You're top of the
Definitely.
world, right? We need it, sometimes people are stuck by too many things in family and a lot of failures they meet in life. And when you get this success, it shows, man, still I'm active. Let me do
Yes,
more.
yes.
Right? That's
Thank
a
you. Yeah,
good
it
thing.
helps. It helps.
It
Really, it
helps a
helps.
lot. Great. Hope you gave a good treat for your family.
Yes, we did. It was party. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, it should be done there. That's really good. Nice. So give some tips now. I think already you gave some tips. Now, if you want to
I'm,
consolidate something, what do you want to
yeah,
give?
I'll just quickly consolidate. I would like to tell that whenever you um, enroll with ShriLearning, it is one of the good things which you are doing through in your life when you are ahead with the PMP as a goal. That is number one. Second is you keep on asking questions. Like basically, there'll be a lot of doubts, and nobody understands everything. So you have to be honest and humble to ask questions time and again, even if it is a question to yourself or to somebody else. I mean, Shriram has been very supportive, stretching the sessions, and after that, resolving even the basic questions. So take this opportunity and just give it a bang on, basically. Third one is um, Shriram has suggested that do write those tasks every day, the basic manifestos and those contents. It is just need to be followed meticulously, religiously. Even if you miss a day, you can do it twice the next day when we get time. So I have, to an extent, uh, got hold of this mantra, and I have taken this opportunity to share with you some of my experiences. Uh, Asking questions really helps, and you go through those select important key things like change management and many others, which you can just go through those searches in the PM box of tradition, and it would really be helpful. I mean,
Wow.
I may be falling short of words, but
You done it. You done it. You bang done it. Okay. I think the people going to listen to this video will get a clarity of what books to read. They got the clarity of how the real exam look like in the center. And they also know how emotional we'll feel when they complete the exam. Everyone want to feel that emotion. Okay. And also you mentioned the writing habits are helping very well. Also, you mentioned the practice exams. It's okay. Even if you don't find some other simulator, it's okay. If you're fine with what you have, be confident with that, right? So now what happened is the study hall has been stopped by PMI Institute. They're going to come back by January. So there are people struggling in the month of December. Study hall is one simulator given by PMI Institute, which is pretty good, but now they passed it. So I do have people who took only with the ShriLearning simulator and cleared the exam. Or if you want to buy prep cards, that's also fine. But simulator is just to give a rhythm for your exam. That's it. You should not totally rely on simulator. Simulator is just to tell, can I sit for 4 hours? Can I focus on the question? There it stops. That's it. So valuable points from you. I really appreciate that. And reading habits, you said two times you read. That really many people are going to raise eyebrow. Really, 2 times.
it was effective the second time only. I think so. First time
Yeah.
was just a skip through.
Yeah, it's a little tough for many people. Many people reading one itself, they'll feel like, can I read that? And good thing I observed with you is you utilize the video recording, audio recording, which many are not doing. Because video and audio recording are given after the classes. Many people don't know it's there, or even they know they couldn't spend time. I think that's a good pattern what you followed. At least you stay in the rhythm. There are tons of YouTube videos available. It doesn't mean that you have to listen only ShriLearning video, but sometimes this voice is used with you. You listen with this guy for a while, so it easily gels up, easily goes inside your mind, possibly, right? That's a point. Very good. Nice. Super, Mr. Anupam. First, thanks a lot for coming up here, and good wishes for your success on applying what you learned. That's
Yes.
pretty more important. And good wishes to all the viewers watching this video. You are watching this video because you found there is some interesting content with Mr. Anupam which can help you, right? But don't try to do Xerox copy. It won't work. You have to pick which is good for you and start applying. Yeah, that's a very interesting point. Great, nice. And any last minute note?
My best wishes to all. It is one very good examination which you should,
Yes.
I mean, really hold one certificate. This and
Yeah.
then many more to come to add on.
Perfect.
It is my best wishes to all.
Perfectly you said. One good certificate to hold. There are a lot in the world, but this gives some self-confidence, courage. You stand straight. In the conference room, you can sit straight. Hey, man, I have made a challenge. I did it. When I can do this, I can do anything. Right?
Thank you. Thank you,
That's a good
ShriLearning.
feel. That's a good feel. And good wishes. Thanks for coming here. Good wishes for your family as well who supported you. Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.